all.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, madam.
Yeah, very good.
Good evening.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so how are you guys?
Everything is fine.
Good going. Great. Okay. So today's session, it's going to be the previous before the last session. That is, no, like I was supposed to take this one, no, before taking the previous session, but I thought, no, like after completing the last session, no, if I take this, after that, no, like it would be better, because it will give you much better understanding of, no, that the concepts of what is training, what is development, and everything. So this session is about, no, we are going to see about the objectives, importance, process, and various methods. There are various methods and techniques for training and development, and, no, like different kind of organizations. And finally, we are going to see about just a brief idea about, we are going to have a brief idea about administrative theories and approaches. So these approaches, it helps the management in many aspects, like it helps in decision making, it helps in resource allocation, it helps in manpower planning, and it helps in, no, like setting up the objectives and, no, achieving the goals. So there are few theories or, no, few approaches, no, for management in order to, no, aid them in all these aspects. So yes, let's start. Okay, so what is training? So training is something, no, like you're transferring a skill set or a knowledge or some kind of, no, like information to the other person in order to, know, help that person to do something in a very better way. So the person would have been skilled or semi-skilled, no, or unskilled. So if it is an unskilled person, all you have to do is, no, start from scratch, like how the things will be going. So how it has to be started, how it has to go, what are all the, no, like tools and other techniques required for completing the operation, and to whom the person should report to, and how the no, like the day-to-day activities has to be, no, like scheduled and, no, like made into, no, like come happen, no, at the end of the day, and how to align with the management, how to, know, like go in line with the management to meet the organizational goals. So if the person is semi-skilled, that is, this person is already skilled, the employee is already skilled, but the job for the position for which the person has been, no, like taken to, needs more skilled, or needs something, no, like more technical aspect has to be, no, like it has to be ingrained to that person. So in that case, the person can be taken, the employee or the group of employees can be, no, taken for a particular training duration, maybe for a week's time or for, no, like 2 or 3 days. It depends upon the task which the person or the group of employees is going to perform. So if it is a skilled person, so already skilled person, so is the training needed for that person also? What do you think? Already skilled person, he knows everything. The person knows everything, how to go with things. He, like somehow, I mean, after some time in the organization, the person has like almost complete knowledge about how the organization is functioning and everything, and everything. Like the person is good in everything. So does that person need training?
Of course, he need to be getting trained much to improve more.
Okay, so where to improve? Is already, like he is already improved.
Is it in the same organization you are talking?
Same
or
organization, same organization.
If it is new things is happening, then he has to be getting trained, or else he can continue.
Okay, fine. Good answer. So if something is to something new to be adapted in the organization, a new skill set, no, like, or operating a new machine, or no, like, probably, no, like some new software, or a new technique, no, like, no, like, which is going, no, which is going to be, no, like, a part of the organization, no, like in the future. So yes, that person is going to has to be trained. So other than that, why a skilled person has to be trained? Because if there is no chance, no, like the management can decide that that person can be, no, like absorbed to the next level in the management, that is, for the higher position, they can, no, like choose him for the higher position. So in order to, know, like take that person, no, him or her, whoever it is, no, take them for the higher position. So there must be a training, no, like getting deep into the, like, the training program, that is, the person has to be informed about, completely about the top management, know how they function. So who are the shareholders, what percentage of shares they hold in the company, so who are our stakeholders, so to which, like, legal bodies, no, we the organization is in, no, like contact, or the organization, no, like has joined hands to run the business, no, smoothly. So these things, no, like, the person has to be trained about, so that the management can, no, like make that person, no, like shift to a higher position. So in order to, for the sake of the development of employees, for the sake of the development of the skilled employee as well, so training is needed. So what is development? Development is something, no, like there should be a change from what you know as, no, like, what you're now. So after training and after, no, some kind of input, there should be a change in your the way you work, the skills you learn, the knowledge you gain, and know, like, the target you achieve, or know the way you know operate a machinery. So everything, no, there should be a change. If there is no change and you're still working with the same kind of, no, like style, your own working style, then there is no, like no use of, no, giving any training to any of the employee in the organization. So why training is given? To impart the skills and new techniques to the employee, so that they can perform better, and know, like, the organize it helps the organization to achieve the goals, no, as soon as possible. So even the skilled person, yes, of course, they need a training to know, like, promote them to the higher position. And the development is something where there should be a change in the way the person work, or the person think, actually, no, like the person, no, perceiving, no, like other things in the organization. So these are the objectives of training. So to provide job related knowledge, yes, of course, and to impart skills among the workers systematically, so that they may learn quickly. That is, no, like, instead of, no, like, asking them, no, like, please learn and come and everything, no, and then start your work, or no, please, no, learn from the other people who are, no, already skilled. It may be their colleagues, it may be their subordinates sometimes. So learn from them, and then, no, like, go with the work, no. So that is, no, like, sometimes, no, time consuming, and it involves the psychological aspect of an individual. So it's better to give a proper training to the workers who are, no, supposed to perform a skill, so that, no, like, they may learn the things, no, very quickly, to bring about the change in the attitude of workers towards fellow workers, supervisor and organization. So they may be having a kind of, no, prejudice about the organization, about their team leader, or about their, no, like, superiors. And so it is the, like, no, like, responsibility of the organization to change the attitude, the change the way the workers, no, like, they see the organization. So to impart something positive about the organization, to impart, no, something positive about the environment where they work in. So for that purpose, training is needed. To improve the productivity of the workers, to reduce the number of accidents by providing safety training to the workers. This is more important where, no, like, machineries are involved. So because, like, in production companies, manufacturing, in warehouses, and distribution, in transportation companies, And most of the logistic companies, like and in like infrastructure companies, like so training has to be given to all the employees in the organization to be very cautious about how to handle things, how to like manage risks, and how things should go on by taking precautionary methods. Clear? So to make the workers handle materials, that is how the material has to be handled. Now take an example of like the transportation companies or any logistic companies, like any companies in the which is related in the SCM, supply chain industry. So there are few methods how the product, the cargo has to be handled, how the machinery has to be handled. So for transporting a cargo, if it is a fragile product, like the carton box shouldn't be like mishandled, the carton box shouldn't be tilted, the carton box should be like safely kept in I mean the piling up of carton boxes in the container or in the like ship or wherever it's not possible, they shouldn't do that. So there are many rules and regulations how to handle the materials or how to handle the product, the cargo properly, in order to avoid no any accidents or no loss for the company and loss for the workers also. So thus no like wastages can be avoided, and time wastage can be avoided, money wastage can be avoided, the resource wastage can be avoided. To prepare workers for promotion to higher jobs by imparting them advanced skills, that is not like already trained, no already trained worker, already a skilled employee, to make them like to move them into the higher position, training is provided. So these are the training needs: higher productivity, quality improvement. So even if the company is deciding to like upgrade the quality of a particular product, which they are producing, of course, training is needed. Reduction of learning time, because instead of as I said, like before, instead of like informing the workers to learn them by themselves, like to make them learn by themselves about like how to go with the operations and everything, it's always better to provide them a good training of how to make the operations, how to handle the operations and the machinery. And industrial safety, this is again, this is an important factor. So where especially where workers are working in like manufacturing or production industry or supply chain logistic industry, so they have to be very careful in their workplace, like because everything like it seems like anything, anytime any accidents may happen, so they have to like very precautiously they have to work on. And in order to avoid accidents, materials has to be handled very safely. Hazardous materials that has to be like handled like very safely. So these things has to be kept in mind. Reduction of turnover and absenteeism. And there are many like new joinees in an organization. So sometimes they feel like they are not best suited in the organization, that is they feel that like they don't fit in the organization anymore, because they don't know a particular skill, they don't know a particular like task, how to do it. So after some time they feel so embarrassed and they feel so low about them. And because of this absenteeism happens, like they take a lot of leaves in order to avoid the situation where they have to showcase the skills. And turnover may happen because they are not confident about themselves, like they can learn or they can be skilled worker after some time. So to in order to avoid these things, so the organization they have to like give the workers the support and like the enthusiasm, the encouragement to learn things from them. And for that, proper training has to be provided to them, and to make them comfortable in their work environment, comfortable in the like all the work they do in the organization. Technology update. So technology is keeping on changing. So every no like every day, or no like once in 2 days or 3 days, no new technologies are coming up. But in case of organization, adapting new technology is not an easy thing. Just like that, they cannot go with the adaptation. So various level of like talks have to be it goes on the top management. So after many a round of talks and many discussions and other things, they come up with the change. They come up with the theory that no, there should be a change. There should be a change in the technology they are using presently, or there should be a change in the way of work, the workers are performing. So after that, a proper training, a proper training plan is created, and then no, slowly the information is passed to the worker level, all the employee level, that they have to upgrade themselves. So the management is ready to help them with all the training resources. And then finally, they will be asked to know involve in the training, and then they'll be asked to know apply those skills and everything in their in their jobs. And whichever employees finding any difficulty while applying those skill sets and techniques, they can know immediately report it to the higher authority in the sense the immediate supervisor or superior or team leader, so that the team leader can help out, help the person out know how to go with the things. So feedback it happens once in a month, or no once in week, or once in 2 weeks, depending upon the duration of the project. So feedback is given to the top management, whether to check whether the training which has been provided to those employees are worth effective management of everything. So proper, if a proper training is planned and implemented, proper training is implemented, and workers are enthusiastically participating in those training programs, acquiring new knowledge, acquiring new ideas and skill set, and applying them in their work environment. So there is an easy balance in the organization. So any organization you take, when the employees are ready to adapt to any changes, and when the top management is ready to provide any kind of training for their employees in order to make them comfortable in the with the with the new techniques and everything. So there is a good balance in those companies. So this is a typical training process. So needs for training. First, we have to analyze what is the need for a training. For example, a new machinery has come. A new machinery, the management is planning to implant a new machinery in the system, or go with the new, new kind of a software, which helps them to maintain records of the company's balance sheets and everything. So they are planning for that. And so the employee has to be informed that since this skill set, new technique is required, so it is necessary for them to go with the training. They have to learn the skill set, and then determine the type of training. So how the training has to be given. There are no various methods of training. There are various techniques for training the employees. So what's the best suited method for the organization, depending upon the time available and depending upon the resources available, that is the systems or the machineries to work on, to practice with. And it depends upon the time, and depends upon the money as well, because during the training process, in case of no off the job training, the workers may not be able to perform the day-to-day activities of the organization, because they will be in the training process. So the management has to cope up all these things. So they have to check on the cost aspect, and check on the the number of persons available, manpower available in the organization, and who are ready to go for the training. Few employees may be they will not be they may feel little reluctant about undergoing a training process, because they may be inexperienced persons in the company. They may be working for no more than 10 years, 15 years, and they may be reluctant to go under the training process, along with the new joinees. So we have to, the HR department's responsibilities to convince those employees to join the training program. So identify training program goals and objectives. So identifying in the sense, what is the duration of the training program? So what should be the duration? So per day, how many hours the training has to be provided? Who is responsible for providing the training? how many employees from each department has to undergo the training, and what is the skill set which has to be like trained, and what should be the resources given to the employees to learn the new skill sets. And so when after learning and everything, when the employee should be apply those skill set in their workflow. So I know completing the complete plan should be ready, implementing the training program should be started, and finally evaluating the training program. So once a worker learns everything, and when the worker applies those techniques and skill sets in his or her job, so there should be a proper evaluation, so whether everything is going online. So in case the employee needs more training, again the training the employee is again put taken for another training for another 2 to 3 days or a week's time, and again making him work in the flow. So this is how the training process goes. So the first classification of a training method is orientation or preliminary training, that is which is done before the worker is taken to the floor, that is before the onboarding process. So first is, that is, the employee has been selected by the company, so he has been taken for the company, and the employees is now he or she maybe comes under the payroll, or maybe in the probation period. So before going to the floor, that is before hitting the floor, before onboarding his job, her job, so the person has to undergo a training. So that's called orientation or preliminary training. So first is filling out the legal and financial paperwork, like signing off the documents. If there is a contract period to work in the organization for 1 year or 2 year, those documents. The form, like filling up the forms for a PF, for gratuity, or whatever it is. So those are the legal and financial paperwork. The employee has to sign it. And then learning about and signing up for eligible benefits, again PF, this thing, and like the leave policies, and remuneration policies, incentive policies, and everything. So after going through all those like companies printed documents, so employee understands like, okay, this is how the process will go, these are the benefits we are going to get from the organization. So the person signs for it. And reviewing the employee handbook and policies. So most of the like corporate companies they give a handbook, a policy handbook, or SOP books, printed SOPs, system of procedure, for to their employees. So like make them understand how the company works, how the organization works, who is who, and like how it works. Receiving any necessary training in job specific technology procedures. So if it is required, the person may be like asked to maybe put into any particular training process. So what are the advantages of orientation training? So imagine if an employee, once he is, once a person is, selected and taken into the system. So when the employee is asked directly to start the work, like without knowing what the organization is, how it works. So what are the duties and responsibilities? What is the leave policy? How many hours of work, like the employee has to know, like work in a day, and what skill set has to be, used, and to whom he should or she should report to. So who is a reporting person? So without knowing anything, if an employee is asked to like go for onboarding, so it's very difficult for the employee to cope up with that situation, it's very difficult. No, the employee may get scared. The employee may get feel very low. So that results to like absenteeism, and finally that results to turnover. So to avoid all these complications, a proper pre-training, like preliminary training is provided to the employee. And now once the employee is trained about all these things, once the employee comes to know about like in and out of the organization, A to Z of the organization, so employee has to employee feels a kind of confidence. Okay, so before onboarding, kind of confidence. So now the employee understood how the organization works, what is the organization hierarchy, who is who, so whom the person has to report, everything, no, like completely, no, almost at least, no, at least to 80% he knows or she knows about the organization and his, no, like work, what to do. So now the person has confidence, and then improve the employee's performance to build skills and relationships quickly. So obviously, no, like once a person knows about, no, like who's who in the organization, the person will come to know like to whom, no, like he or she should be, no, like oriented with, know how to go with the workflow, and how to know like go with everything, no, in the organization. So always an orientation or preliminary training, no, works in any organization. So it will be even the government organization. So it's always better to have, no, a preliminary training. So these are the training methods on the job and off the job. On the job is practice method. So on the job is, no, like directly taking the employee, onboarding the employee to the process, and in the duration of the, in the flow of the work, the employee learns everything. So it's very less expensive because, no, directly the person starts working. So there is no definite, no training period or something, no, like directly the person starts working. And it's a flexible method as well. So he can learn from, no, trial and errors and everything. The trainee is highly motivated and encouraged to learn. So the trainee don't have to undergo like some kind of training period, wondering whether he will or she will learn the skill set, or if he or she is not able to learn the skill set, whether the company will throw this person out of the company, just with the probation period and the probation incentive. So no, like without any fear, this person can directly start the work. Much arrangement for the training is not required. There is no requirement for any specific presentation or something, like directly the person can start the work. Off the job training is classroom method. That is before onboarding, the person has to, like the person's to like a group of people or the group of employees, or no, one particular employee will be trained, other than, in some other premises, some other classroom, or some other area within the premises, trained on how things should go off. So increases, like productivity, because the employee is getting proper training of how to go with the things, so that it increases productivity. No production error. Once the person has onboarded, there is less occurrence of any errors, so no production error can be minimized. Trainer's presence is not needed. So of course, it's not needed. Anyone can train the person. Minimizes the job errors. No disturbance to present employees. That is most important. So the present employees who was already performing a function, will not be disturbed at all when classroom training is provided for the new employees. In case of on-the-job training methods, the new employees may frequently ask doubts and post questions about how this has to be done, how that has to be done to the already existing employees, experienced employees, where in sometimes, not sometimes, most of the times, the experienced employees, they may feel their work is being hindered. So that may not happen in the off the job, because already the person, the employee, knows about everything, gets proper training about how things are going to function, what are the person's, his or her roles and responsibilities, and then goes onboarding. So these are the differences. Now, again, when classifying on the job training, there are various training methods. Job rotation. So you know what is job rotation? That is a person, a trainee, like the employee is being moved into different departments for a particular period of time, so that the employee learns everything in each and every department. So after some time, now the person overall knows how the whole organization functions. So which department functions, which performs which function, what are their responsibilities, how they contribute to, how much they contribute to the organization. So everything, almost everything the employees very confident about. Coaching, this is a normal method, coaching the employee, with under a supervisor or under a team leader. So when the coacher or the team leader is going on with the work, the person will be going on with the work. So simultaneously the person, the team leader will be teaching, coaching the new joinee about things. See, this is how things will happen, so this is how I have to make the report, this is how you have to send the report, this is how you have to do the skill set and everything. Job instructions, this is step by step training, that is completely step by step how to start. So what is the first process, then after completing the process what should be done, and then going to the second step, how that is done, and then what is the third process. So in this case uh, uh, mistakes, if there is any mistakes done by the employees, though it is on the it is the on the job training. So after completing the first process, when the person is doing the second process, that is the level of the second level of the process, if there is no any mistake, any error happen, immediately it can be rectified before the person moves to the third process. So this is how this goes. Committee assignments, so group of trainees are given task, okay, and no, they can take their own responsibilities. They can decide who can be who and what, who can do perform which work, and they themselves can decide on how to go with the things, and finally they have to complete the task. So this is committee assignment. Internship trainings, what is internship trainings? That is students, students and college fresh outs, they are taken for internships in companies and other industries, and duration will be no minimum 1 month or maximum of 6 months or 1 year, even 1 year. So proper training is given to them, and now they will come to know how things are working on in that particular environment. So if the employee, if the group, I mean within the group of the students, if the best performing students or the best performing individuals can be directly taken to the stream, the organization stream. So internship trainings, that also helps in the training program. Now coming to off the job training, incident method. So these are prepared on the basis of actual situations. That is, so each and every employee, who is undergoing the training is given a real life situation. So how they they so the team leader or the trainer will be monitoring that individual on how the person is making the decision, or which thing the trainee is prioritizing while taking the decision and everything. And finally they will come to a conclusion. Based on the conclusion, the trainer can give ideas and suggestions to the trainees, you can better take this choice, or you can better do that one, or the choice what you have chosen is the best one, and everything, whatever feedback the trainer wants to give, they can give. Vestibule training, so it's like a near job training. The workers are trained in the prototype environment, not the actual environment, but a prototype environment on a specific job. That prototype environment can be within the same building, can be within the same premises, or somewhere outside the premises. That can be done, but the same prototype, just like the organization workflow, prototype is being given. So the trainee gets trained in that kind of environment, and once a trainee is confident on how to do things, and once a trainer approves that the trainee is now ready to join the organization's workflow, the trainee then is being transferred to the actual environment. Other than that, lectures and conferences, so lectures can be given. So the persons, the employees can be taken to a kind of like a hall or auditorium, or wherever the space is available in the organization or outside the organization. Lectures can be given, conferences can be done, and the employees can be, the new joinees can be made to participate in those conferences and no lecture meetings. And during the course of the lecture, they can take notes on no like how things go out. And after that, no like even the employees, no, the new joinees get a chance to know like ask questions and know like speak their views and everything. So this is another kind of training. Simulation techniques, case study method. So case study, you know, like what is a case study? So how no like actually we have no like as of now, I think we have we went through at least no 3 to 4 case studies. So that's how no like employees also learn, the new joinees also learn. So for case studies, the company's previous cases are no like taken into consideration, or cases which has happened, events that has happened, no like other companies in the same industry, no like those cases are no like taken, and trainees are asked to know like voice their views, and no like this kind of that is a kind of training. Role play means like each and every training no like is given a particular no like a chance to know like react on know like how they will know like make decisions, or know like what they will do know like when they are affected by a particular issue, or know like uh, I mean issue, or when they are no like get into any kind of conflict with any person or with any department in the organization, so how they will behave. So this is a role play. In basket method is no something not new, but very rarely it's conducted in like companies, maybe high corporate companies, they may conduct in basket method. This is nothing but employees are like asked, the new joinees are asked to like prioritize like few things, like they may be given the handouts of the emails which has been received by the organization, interdepartmental emails, or the project reports, or the SMS and like memos and everything. So these things will be handed to them, and then they will be asked to prioritize like which should be or what should come first, which one they should like prioritize, and what decision has to be like made on that memo, or on that report, or whatever it is. So this is kind of a method, in basket method. And finally, business management and games. So many companies like almost many companies, so they go with this. So they have many management games readily available for their employees. Sometimes these management games can be conducted within the office premises. Sometimes the employees, new joinees, are taken somewhere outside the company, somewhere outside, but where they may feel more comfortable, like an outing kind of a thing. So they book a resort, or they book somewhere like in some remote places, and or within the city limits, and management games are like given. So each and every one, each and every one of them is made to participate in those games, so that everyone gets acquainted with each other, so they gets like they feel very like a little comfortable with their like supervisor or team leader or whoever it is. So this is after like completing all these like they finally onboard the flow, that is finally onboard the organization. So they don't feel no different, they don't feel no like we are no in a different kind of environment, or they are meeting the different kind of people, because they already have well acquainted with them in during their like their management game, or like in their outing. So this is another kind of training,
Ma'am,
particularly. Yeah.
what is the meaning of
in
ingrain?
Ingrain means input. Yeah, ingraining means input. Yeah. Yes. So before moving on to the administrative theory, that is approaches to management, any doubts in these training processes? It's so simple. So training is like given to employees to improve their skill sets So every person is no entitled for training, whether it's no unskilled, semi-skilled, or no even the skilled person needs training. So it is for the development of the employees. So it helps the organization no in all the ways to easily achieve the management goals. And there are various there is a training plan, okay, like how the process should go on. So first they have to identify, the organization has to identify why the training has to be provided. If there is any need, then they have to take on the decision. And analyzing the available like resources and everything, they have to like create a proper training plan, and then inform the employees about the need for the training. And then the next point is make them like involved in the training process. And after the training is over, evaluating their performance and feedback is given to the top management. So this is the training process. We have different training methods: on the job training, off the job training. So both are equally good. On the job training is like directly taking the employees, making the employees like directly onboarding the organization. And off the job training is giving the employees proper training before onboarding. So these are the two training methods. And
Excuse me, ma'am.
yeah.
What about mentoring?
Mentoring. Okay, mentoring is like taking individual, when an employee is a single, an individual employee has to be trained. In that case, mentoring can be given. Coaching or mentoring training can be provided.
So mentoring in under two, in which part we give example, in off or in on?
On the job training. Mentoring is on the job training. In most cases, it comes under on the job training.
Okay, in basket method, which is you mentioned just now, is it to identify the prioritize to the which has to be done first, or
Exactly. See, few roles in the organization.
It means high important and high urgency.
Exactly. So the employee may be maybe in a position, they should be like good in decision making. So for that kind of roles, the employee should be a good decision maker. So for analyzing whether they are good decision makers or not, this kind of in-basket training method is provided.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So there are few approaches in the sense, few things like few aspects which helps the management, which aids the management in decision making, resource allocating, and helps them in achieving the goals as soon as possible, to reducing the cost, reducing the wastage and everything. So these the aiding methods, they are called as approaches. There are many approaches available. First and foremost among them is the administrative theory, administrative approach by Henry Foyle, which we have already seen in our I think first or second session. That is, it comprises of 14 principles of management. And this is to increase the productivity, especially these 14 principles of management. It's to increase the productivity, analyzing both the organization structure as well as the human behavior. Even the human aspect is also taken into consideration, not just only the material or machinery part, but the human behavior, that is the worker level or the employers psychology and everything, that is also taken into consideration. So with the help, when the organization is following all these principles, 14 principles in there, at least 10 to 12 principles in their organization. So it is proved that that organization can it grows, it expands rapidly in their productivity, in their profit making and everything. And at the same time, the workers, the employees also feel a kind of safe and comfortable environment in their workplace. And then we have quantitative approach. Quantitative approach completely depends on the statistical data, the mathematical calculation and everything, business model concepts and everything completely. It can be either, it can be the organization can employ like a good strategist or a good quantitative person to go with these decision making. So based on few data is available like previously, or based on few events and the decisions taken by the management previously in the organization, so based on that, or the the profit which the organization has already made, the productivity rate, and or everything like is taken into consideration. So few mathematical calculations and everything is like done either by the system or by an analyst and business analyst. They are called as business analyst. And finally they come to a conclusion. Okay, so to increase better result, like this can be like added to the workflow, or this can be added to the decision making. And then we have behavioral approach. Behavioral approach is completely taking the human psychology, like taking that into consideration. Other than the organization decision, or the capital investor, the machinery available, the work area, environment, other than all these things, the human behavior, their psychology, their attitude, their approach to the business organization, their approach to the other departments, that is mostly taken into consideration. So the behavioral approach proves that if the employee is happy and satisfied with the work, what he or she is doing, so automatically the organization achieves more. So that is a theory. So it is the duty of the organization, responsibility of the organization to keep the employees satisfied, make them happy by providing good work environment, providing proper incentives, paying salaries on time, and providing few basic amenities, and health and hygiene, amenities and everything. So based on this, the approach is suggested to the management. Systems approach. So systems approaches other completely taking off the psychological concept. So completely relying on the available resources, available manpower, available raw materials, available machinery, available capital, and available time, everything. So those aspects are taken into consideration to come with the systems approach. Contingency approach. Contingency it is completely based on management's view at that point of time. So previously many decisions can be taken, or any approaches can be taken into consideration by the management, but contingency approach is something different, which takes no data from any resources. So completely depends on the management's decision at that time. With the by analyzing the environment outside the organization, what kind of government it's prevailing out, and how the legal bodies are coming up with rules formulations and everything, and how much the stakeholders are not satisfied with the organization's product, or workflow and everything. So based on these things, the management takes a decision. So that decision making that applies only for that particular time, but it may change after some time. In some time, in the sense, if they feel no, this is not a good decision to take, maybe we can change to some other, move on to some other decision, within after a week, within after a month, that is also applicable. So completely depends on the management's decision, or the leader, the leader of the organization. So the leader's decision on that particular time, that is contingency approach. So these are the approaches for the management to help them. Why these approaches are given to the management? To help them, to guide them, to aid them in decision making, to resource allocation, to plan manpower, to organize each and everything in the organization, and to take control of things, and to set their objectives, and to achieve their goals as early as possible, as easy as possible. So everything. So any doubts? Yeah. Okay. Anyone can come with a different kind of training which you have undergone while you were taken into your organization for the first time, or for other organization for the second time. A kind different kind of training which made you more comfortable while you did your onboarding. Yes, anyone? So no training is given? Seriously?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I have recently joined in one of company in Qatar the last 8 months before.
Okay.
Before I was in one of MNC company where there is a training department specially because they are independently working and as a department. Where I came to in the small organization where I just currently working, here the training department is not there. So the different people, so the person who is being hitting on the floor, so he will be get trained by the each internal customers such as production department as well as sales department. There will be operational department. So whereas I was in the old company, so there will be a training department. It is with go through the training department will take you through it.
Yeah. Yes.
So here each individual, the department head will go through that. So I think this is what I'm in my experience I have been currently.
Thank you for sharing. Even no I had the same kind of training in the last institute where I was working. It was an educational institution. So instead of any we were not into we, in the sense, myself and my colleague, we both joined at the same time. So we were not put into any kind of training methods or nothing. And there was no probation period and all. So we were not directly taken as employees. So as you said, we were sitting in each and every department for 1 or 2 days. So the superior in that particular department gave us insight about, so what is their contribution to the management, how that particular department works, who is who, and everything. And so as a faculty, what they are expecting from us. So, and what is the the mindset of the the students, or how they have to be trained and everything. So those kind of insights, it was provided by each and every department in in my previous institution. And finally we had one-on-one talk with our CEO, the institution's CEO. So we had 2 days a training kind of, not a training, it was like a casual business talk, he was an excellent person, Mr. Srijit. So he was giving an insight about, so when this organization started off, so what made him what induced him to start an educational institution, and few from his personal experiences, and how those experiences helped him to take management decisions. So all these insights we got. So at least for 15 to I think for 18 days we underwent this kind of different training. So at the end of the 18th day we came to know about each and every department, how the whole the institution is functioning, what kind of students we are going to receive for the new batch, everything, no, everything we had, no, like at least I would say, no, 95% of no idea, no, about the organization we have, no, like we got it. So that was an excellent kind of training, I would say. No? Not that is not even a training, no, like you're getting to know about, no, like social. It was like, you know, like business socialization with no each and everyone in the organization, each and every department in the organization. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. Any other doubts or sorry, any other inputs, any other experiences you would like to share? Anyone? Okay, if there is nothing, we can know, like move on to the last slide. Yes, okay, fine. So suggestion. Okay, for I think for last two sessions, I didn't give you any suggestions and all. Okay, so how many of you have seen this movie, Sully? No one?
I have seen that, madam.
Okay, great. Okay. So I suggest, I suggest you to watch this movie, for at least once in your lifetime. If not immediately, please watch it. Actually, this story was, based on a real life incident that has happened in New York. So Sully was a pilot, a senior pilot, and yes, he was a senior pilot. So he is supposed to commute the passengers, in an airliner, in an aircraft, from New York City to, I think, Philadelphia. I'm not very sure about the city. So so in between, what happens after the immediately after the flight takes off, uh, 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 um, uh, I think a bird or something, no, it hits the plane's engine, and no, the plane completely loses its one of its engine, I think left side engine or something. So now the plane is fluttering in the air. Anytime, it will fall, and and it will blast. So it's a New York City. So like how vast is New York City. So imagine a plane crashing into the New York City. No, that's very we cannot imagine that. And there is no enough time, and because of the engine, they have lost most of the fuel. No, it was wasted. It was it gone, it went off. And now there should be an immediate landing is necessary, required for the aircraft. But the nearest airport, where the plane has to be taken, but that is little far away. So the pilot really understands there is no enough fuel, to reach that airport. So safe landing is not at all possible. So the pilot decide that the plane should be landed on the Hudson River, the river which passes through the New York City, Hudson River. So to save the passengers in the, because he know how to safely land the plane on that, and he knows very well that because of his decision, no one is going to lose their life. So he lands on the Hudson River with along with the coordination from his co-pilot, and lands on the Hudson River, and everyone is safe. Nothing happened to any of the customer. So all the customers are safely retrieved by the Coast Guard, the Hudson River Coast Guard. But a probe is being uh, taken. Is being done. Why Sully has decided to land the plane on the Hudson River? Because the airport authorities feel it's very dangerous. If something happens, all the passengers will drown off, and there is a chance the plane may explode when it crashes the surface of the water and whatever. They were scared, and they were probing the Sully, that is the main pilot, and the co-pilot about the decision they had made. So and no, like to the airports authority people to prove that no Sully's decision was wrong. So they go with the simulation technique. So they go with the simulation process that whether Sully's decision is no like right or wrong. So in that they take they consider everything, the fuel available, the time taken off, no like the time when the flight takes off, the time when the bird hits the engine, the time when the engine blasts off, and everything, number of passengers and the weather condition, the nearest no like airport available, everything was taken into consideration, and they finally come to a decision that Sully and his co-pilot was no made a very wrong decision. So then Sully comes with his point that no like you have considered all the decisions, but you haven't considered the human aspect, that is haven't taken the human aspect no in your consideration. So human aspect is something no like if suddenly something no unexpected happens, we immediately don't react. So it would take at least no 2 to 3 seconds of time to no think what is the best way to no go with. So that is human aspect no like so that 2 to 3 seconds of time lagging will be there no before taking a decision. So if you play so Sully is requesting the no authority people to take no human aspect also, the time lagging, the time he took for no taking that decision, because of his no like experience, because he's already an experienced person and the trained properly trained person by the army. So he is requesting the authority people, no not requesting, he is actually no like demanding the authority people to take the human aspect into consideration before they go on with the decision. So when that human aspect is also taken into consideration, then they the simulation, when they check on the simulation process, they feel that no like if Sully has not landed the plane on the Hudson River, the plane would have crashed on any of the New York building city, no building the city, or it would have crashed on the no like New York no like ground. So then everyone appreciates Sully for the no excellent decision he has made, and no like taking care of no all the passengers and saving the passengers life. So it was a real life incident. So in the next second picture you can see the actual pilot. This is Mr. Chesley Sullenberg, simply called as Sully. And Tom Hanks, no the castaway hero, no he has no played the role of Sully. So I request you to know like watch the movie at least once in your lifetime. Analyze the decision taken by Sully, like taking everything into consideration, the fuel available, the training he received when he was an youngster, the like the training as a pilot, as an youngster he received from his father, from the army, from his army chief and everything. And then based on that, Sully as a pilot, and he also like considering his co-pilot as well, and based on everything he takes a decision which is the safest like decision for everyone. So please watch that movie, and we can see next week. Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.